whoever says that it's like without risk or something, you may use it. The past performance, like for example, that something jumped and people did money, it doesn't matter that it doesn't guarantee that you will have returns again. And everyone, you need to decide to yourself your risk tolerance. We'll talk about this a bit more later, but let's continue. So why you should invest? As I said, if you're putting money aside and they're just laying there, what's going to happen with them?
Nothing.
Well,
No,
not
they'll go down.
exactly. So, for example, here's the example for a few-year investment. How many years is here? I think yeah. So in 10 years, your 10,000 dirham will devaluate. You will lose around 30%. And if you invest in some average like investment with 7% growth, you will have 20,000. So this is like one example. Why should you invest? Okay, so let's play a very small game. For example, you have 500 dirhams, and you invest every month for 500 dirhams. How much you think you will have in like 30 years? Just guess, just a gut feeling. Denise?
Maybe 50,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Calculator.
From 500 dirham.
500 dirhams each month for 30 years.
Invest what?
Ah, in 30
Invest
years.
in like something with average return of 7%. For example,
Every month 500.
yeah.
It's gonna be
So
around 200, no?
in 30 years I will have 180,000 without the interest. So if I will have 7% interest.
Okay, you're very close. So,
Sorry.
Just around.
so that's how much you will have.
Ah, okay.
700. But Maricel was right that you will invest only 180,000.
Mm.
So, and 500, just think about in a different way. 500 dirhams is approximately 125 dirhams per week. So it's literally 3 coffee. Okay, 4 coffees. So skipping coffee every 2 days can build you this. And the other thing that I would like to emphasize to the younger generation in this room.
It's like 30 years.
Ah,
30 years
my financial horizon is about 25, 30 years, now I'm 32. So yeah, earlier you start to invest, more you get. So on the next diagram, you can see, for example, how different it is, how much you will get if you invest as early as you can. So Ivan is just right here. Because why it is important? Because the last years it's the one who are doing the heavy lifting. So for me, for example, I started to invest just recently, a few years ago, and I wish I was doing it much earlier. So yeah, so just a small thing to think about. I have a question to you. Do you have any answer to yourself? Why are you not investing, while you're saving, or you waiting for something maybe?
Like, I don't know where to invest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
true.
don't know what to do.
When I invested, I was just scammed.
So now, as you said about 500 dirham per month, I'm like, okay, so canceling the class pass, for example, a subscription or something like that, which costs around the same per month, and just doing your activity
At home.
at home
Yeah.
with YouTube for free.
Yeah, but don't
But
save
that's
on
a different activity,
Yeah,
different
don't-
investment as well.
don't
Yeah, but-
save on your health because this investment in
No,
your
no,
health.
I mean,
And-
it's
the same as
being
home.
quite self-disciplined, you can do it. Yeah. Depends on the person, of course.
Okay, so this is the chart which is showing you that you can invest as little as you can, and like it doesn't matter if you are not okay with investing of 500, you can start at least with 200, and this diagram shows how much you will get in 30 years. And of course, with a different perspective in the future, your salary will be growing, probably your income will be growing. So I would like you to look at that and think to consider it. Yeah. So we can, I have small takeouts for you that you can take home. Don't need to do, because it's quite personal things. It's about your income and about your spends. Don't need to write it because like it will not be private, but just for you to think later. Can I ask you for help? Thank you.
No worries.
So the small thing that you should start with is calculating your expenses. Why it is important, we'll come back a bit later to that. So the easiest one, the easiest way to answer is just to calculate how much you have as your income, what is your monthly expenses, and then by subtracting, deducting it, you will have the amount that you realistically can invest. But the important thing, that life is an unpredictable thing. So before you're investing, I would recommend you to have the security fund, like the safety net. How
That's the first rule of financial education.
exactly?
It's not that Makita recommend, it's like all the books scream about this.
Yes. I will
Today it's
explain.
Nikita.
So when you will calculate the expenses, you need to multiply them by 6. So in general, people like the financial gurus and businessmen, and investors, they recommend to keep 6 months of the expenses. Why expenses? Because this is how much you need to survive for 6 months and to find another job without pulling your investments back. Because sometimes, okay, you invested in the stock, and then the year maybe there is a war, like here in Gulf. The amount of your investment just dropped down because of the market conditions. Pulling them at that time, it's a huge loss. So that's why 6 months is important. But however, you can also make them work, but in the safe way. Like I do recommend you to put it, for example, in the saving account. Especially here in UAE, we have few products on the market. Like for example, I can recommend Mashreq, or like there's one more NBF. You can do your own research. But the highest on the market so far is National Bank of Fujairah and Mashreq. They're offering 6.25 annual income on your saving account, and they let you to withdraw it. It will not be fixed. So I would say this is the best way to keep your safety, your safety savings. Other thing that if you have problem with your self-control, they recommend, people recommend, like the guru of the finance industry, they recommend you to put it on the account which is not easily accessible. So for example, it should be saving account, but the one that needs you to go to the branch to withdraw it. So it's not the one that you can do it online. Unfortunately, in UAE it's very accessible. Fortunately and unfortunately. But like in Europe, for example, there are a lot of like saving accounts on the postal and on the post or in the banks that may help you to not to do this impulsive move because like you know how it works. So regarding the risk, as I said, all investments are risky in a different way, and your risk appetite should adjust with your age. Why so? Because you're obviously younger, you have more chances to do money, you have less money to risk with, and you have probably more appetite for growth, so you can tolerate more risk. So here you can check how it works. So as I said, cash, there is like no risk, but it's the risk that inflation will eat it up. A saving account is great, but sometimes it doesn't offer you good interest. Bonds are also good steady income, but it's a bit boring because it's also kind of low. ETFs, do you know what is an ETFs?
I don't know anything.
Okay, oh my god.
Even I don't know bonds.
Just like
So basically, it's a consolidated shares of all different big companies, and those are the big funds. They package this kind of things for you, and you don't have to worry and think, should I buy Microsoft, Apple, etc. They already have a package that consists of 500 or 300 different companies, and you just buy a small share from all this. So it's like consolidated shares for many companies.
Like
It's,
SSD.
This is boss.
and they
No,
they
this is it here. Okay, it's coming back to bonds. The saving account, everyone is okay, right? Like you know what it is. Bonds, it's in Russian we'll translate just this obligации. So it is the paper which issued from the company or from the government, where you, like for example, for 1,000, you buy it for $1,000, and after the end of the term, maybe 1 year, maybe 3 years, depends on the bond, you will receive the money back with an interest. That's how it works. So the governmental bonds, they're more stable because it's the government. Of course, like depends on which country, but it's the government. ETF, as Olga said, I will explain again. So it's basically the products on the exchange, like on the foreign, like on the stock. Thank you. So it's the product on the stock, which is managed by one of the companies. So what they do, they choose for you the best 500 or like 200 or 100 companies, and they buy for you the fractional shares. It can be ETFs, like for example, I do like myself the S&P 500, which is marking 500 the most performing companies in US market. So if the company, for example, is not performing anymore, they change it. So the S&P 500 has very stable growth. I didn't attach the diagram, but if you will Google it, you will see how Google works, how it grows in the years. You can choose also. There's like, for example, medical ETF if you believe in that, aircraft industry ETF, and so on. Whatever you like. AI ETF because it's super popular now, AI and so on. But it's of course it's your decision. Real estate. By the way, I would like to emphasize, if you're interested about real estate but you're thinking that you need more money, I have an answer for you. There is products on the market where you can buy the fractional shares. We'll come back to that a bit later. So there is, especially here in UAE, there are a few products like, for example, Stake, Mint, and so on, where you can buy the small part of the apartment and having all benefits of the real estate owner.
And you will get a title deed even.
Yeah, you will even get title deed. Yes, yes, you will get title deed, and you can, in some of the products, you can get it from Dubai municipality, which will have your name, and you're actually the
So you
owner of
invest
the.
like few thousand dirhams on.
Even less, even 500. Yeah.
500
Yeah.
dirhams and you get the title.
So the,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
But,
probably you will have
what's
something
the-
like
what's
this
the-
size, but.
Can I have a question? What's
Yeah.
the benefit of having it?
So as I said, it's very important to diversify your investment
Okay.
because everything has different risk and different fluctuation. So if you're interested in investing in real estate but you don't have money for the down payment or the full size of the apartment, you can invest there.
You will get, they will rent
Like you
this
will be
apartment,
part
for
owner.
example, and you will get a rent income.
Yeah.
Rent share, you also.
Yes, yes. But also there, like the other thing, what I will get back to my toolbox. Like I, for example, personally use Stake because it gives you, it gives you the opportunity to choose which strategy with the property you want to. Like for example, there is property to rent. There is property to rent as a vacation home. There is property that they are fixing and flipping. They're fixing it and selling, and you're having the difference in the margin. Stocks. So basically, this is like kind of same thing, but this is for the individual company because it's more risky to invest in one. But for example, but it's a good thing if you have the company that you believe in, like Euroscape, for example. We are not on the
Wait,
IPO,
but
but
not on the game.
Can we relate?
can go on IPO.
Yeah.
Well, we can. It's a very long process. I don't think that wants to share her sharing the ownership of the company, but yeah. And crypto. Crypto, it's very volatile.
Bad, bad.
I mean, of course, it's for you to decide if you like it. If you believe in some of the coins, please do. Like, but please remember,
Yeah.
it's a risk.
For last 6 months, I lost 1,000 dirhams.
It will come up.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
I mean, I didn't sell it, so
Yeah, exactly.
while it's on my account,
Yeah.
at the moment it's lost, but I didn't withdraw it, so it's still, there is still value.
Yeah.
As I already said about the emergency fund, the one thing for you maybe just to play around, I like this one table here. So you can choose whatever amount you are okay to invest, and then you can multiply by the number which is mentioned here, and you will see how much money you will get in like 20 years, 10 years, 30 years. Just for you to understand how it's important.
If you invest by 8%.
Yeah, so, wait a second. What should I put here? Yeah, it's around 8% of the hypothetical. So, of course, I would like also to mention that investment is a long run. Unless you invest in these things, like this, all this part of the investment, it's long run. Like if you plan to, if you're investing horizon like 3-4 years, like for example you're doing for down payment, I do not recommend you to use this one because they are volatile. Like for example this one, the war happened, it dropped, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that it's gonna drop forever. Most probably it will rise again. Same with the real estate. And same like with stocks and crypto. So because like if it's you invest only for 3 years, maybe after 3 years will be not the right time to sell it and to pull it out. This is my toolbox. That's personally what I do, where I invest. But of course you can choose yourself. If you have any question later, you can come to me. So diversified ETF. This one is this app. There are so many apps on the market. This is the one that I chose from UK because of my passport. I was not able to before to invest in UAE. Now, unfortunately, the banks, Mashreq and BD, all other banks, they give you the opportunity to invest through the bank app. But if you don't want to keep it in the region, you can put some money aside. Like for example, this is UK platform. The national ones, it's UAE one. It's you can see advertisement everywhere. It's very safe. The percentage is not that great. It's like around 4 or 5% different products. And coming back to the lottery. So the lottery, it's actually very bad thing from the investment strategy. I don't want to discourage you, but it's actually from the psychological point of view, it's very bad. First of all, it's almost impossible to win. I'm sorry. It's almost impossible to win, but it's a bit,
Almost.
You
Almost,
took part
yeah.
in it as well.
Huh?
You took part in this as
It
well.
was a
Very
bit
Of
nice.
course, yeah, of course. I just didn't want to ruin the deal.
Yeah, but it was very small investment, 65 dirhams.
Yeah.
If it will be
Yeah, it
500,
was like for me personally, it was for fun, like because I was not putting a lot of hopes there. So
maybe
what-
that's why.
So why it's bad? Because it learns your brain, like it teaches your brain that there is something magical. It gives you the magical thinking that I'm gonna win, and then like if
That's
we
manifestation.
yeah. But if we'll calculate that 65 dirham for example a month, and then multiply for 1,490, it's how much you lose it. You will lose. So it's better to invest somewhere and get it actually, not that 20 millions, but few millions for sure. So yeah, but why I stopped on the national bonds, because this is the only the only healthy way to play the lottery, because they attract people with a lot of lottery thing. When you buy the bonds, you have chance to win cars, cash prizes, and so on. So this is kind of, I would say, it's good thing because it's gives opportunity to save and play in lottery for free. So it's kind of. But okay, the price is not that big like in big ticket, but still. Governmental bonds. We all from our own countries. Governmental bonds can be, me personally, I invest in my own country, but if the economy in your country is not that great or something like that, you can invest in governmental bonds.
Not for me.
Yeah. You can invest in the other country bonds that are accessible through the stock exchange also. BHI is like, for example, you can invest to the local companies like Stalik, MR, and so on directly through the stock. But for example, the smaller companies like Pure Exchange, Pure Escape are not there.
It's a new name of the company.
Yeah, it's like You're looking into the future. so
Real
right.
exchange.
Yeah. So there is the way to support the small business, smaller business and medium business. It's to lend money to them. So Beehive is a platform powered by Salat. It was actually a Lebanese thing, but it migrated here. So there you can give money with a kind of high percentage of 14% for 2 years, not 1 year. So it's not 14 annually; it's around 8.5 annually. You can lend them money. You can choose yourself which risk you would like to tolerate. They all assessed by. I think it's PwC who assessed them, so it's kind of stable. Stake I already said. Stake it's the app. It's very easy to do and to invest in the real estate. Yes.
Beehive,
Yes.
is it like a short-term
Yeah, it is.
investment? So it's not like for 30 years or something?
No. So okay. Behind it's kind of risky because more risky because it's you investing in one company. Of course, it give you more interest, but it's you're lending money to the company, as I said. There are two strategies there. If you go on the platform, if you ask, so there's you can directly give money, like some chunk of the money to the company for 2 years. And there is also short-term lending money, like for 3 months, 4 months. So it's very short-term. But yeah, you can choose yourself how you would like to do. But why I said risky? Because, for example, I had a situation. One company can go bankrupt, and it will. Yes, you like fracture it. You did it like with a very small amount of money, but it's a risk that one company bankrupt.
You lost all your money, or you didn't earn the interest?
No, like for example, one of them already paid out just with a delay, or one more. It's okay. I lost like 100 dirham, but it's still there. So I don't know. Maybe they will pay out, maybe not. But you need to consider it always. Any questions so far?
One question. Are you going to share with us your presentation?
I think you should.
Yeah.
You can't see properly.
Okay.
Just share it. It's
ETF, where you can buy ETF
ETF. Okay. ETF you can buy here.
in trading?
Trading. Okay.
It depends on your passport.
Yeah.
Because
Dep-
there is different.
Yeah, it depends on your passport.
Yeah.
So there are different platforms. I do recommend you to use to check the platform that is certified by some of the governmental bodies. Like for example, this Trading 212, it's certified already by DFC, and it's certified in UK also. But okay, there are two options: through the apps like this, or like interactive brokers and so on, and through the banks. In UAE, almost
bank has
almost
branch,
each bank
yeah.
has the wealth, like the wealth subsidiary. NBD, Mashreq, so on, you can buy it there.
For example, I'm doing in Emirates NBD.
Yeah, you can. What I do, you can use ChatGPT and other thing for like research. Don't use it for your decision. Well, it will not give you the decision anyway. But it's very useful to do research, to do the background check of the app and so on. Yeah.
On the stake, I was looking at it, and it seems it has like you don't have. There are only certain windows when you can withdraw your money if you want.
Yeah.
So it's very fixed. You cannot like do it anytime.
So yeah, coming back to stake. So in stake, there are a few strategies of the investment. One is fix and flip, which you invest in the apartment, it will get fixed, and then in 10 months or 1 year it will sold, and you will get money back. But because the real estate is not manipulative market, it's like a long-term market. The Stake and Smart Crowd, it's like two platforms here, they give you the opportunity to get out from there only 2 times per year. The exit windows, where you can sell it to the other investors. So yeah, and withdraw your money. Of course, there is also the risk how the market will be and so on. That's why I'm saying it's very long-term investment.
I have an example. So I have invested 11 properties. When the war started, few properties stopped. I'm not getting the return. But of course, in few months it will come back.
Inshallah.
Of course, it will come back.
Yeah,
No one will, or they will sell it. So in any case scenario, you will get your return.
Yeah. The other thing, there is one more project, but of course you do need to research yourself. That is called PripcoMint. It's the project for together with VARA, Virtual Assets Regulation Authority, and RERA, Real Estate Regulation Authority, which launching the tokenization of the properties, which means like it's split into tokens like crypto, and you can just sell it anytime. I tried it myself. Yeah, you can sell it anytime. The returns are not that great, but because I did it in the wrong time. But it's there. It's the option is there. If you really value your flexibility with money, then maybe PripcoMint platform is the one that will work for your needs. PripcoMint. There's PripcoBlocks and PripcoMint. Have two of them. Anytime you need some assistance with that, just you can come back to me. As I said, diversification is very important. Why? Asset classes like, for example, as I said already, like you need to diversify among the products. Countries, because of the geopolitical reasons, one country can crash anytime, even it's super stable, super peaceful. Rock missile can land there anyway, as we see, unfortunately. And the industries, of course, like for example, now everyone is investing in AI, and the bubble is really huge. It's growing and so on, but you don't know if it's really bubble, if it's not bubble, it's gonna burst or not. Or maybe there's an industry in tourism where you really believe in some products, like I don't know, like Marriott or something like that, to invest there. The risk. As I said, the risk should be changing with the age, because you don't want to play with your life, with your retirement. I do recommend you to balance your bonds and your shares. So when you're young, like Ivan, you can have more risk. Yeah, and if you're older, I do recommend you to keep something like more stable, like saving account and the bonds and so on. One more thing that I didn't mention, there are a lot of products in the market, like insurance. I don't recommend, well, I shouldn't say that, but I don't recommend you to buy the combined product of insurance with the retirement plan, like from Zurich and so on. You should have insurance, for sure. But direct insurance without saving plan is much cheaper. Like you need to have your insurance, because it's your safety net. So like for example, you're getting sick, you will not pull your investment back. But the one that like invest for 30 years with Zurich and you will get return, I would reconsider it. Like better to buy always separate insurance, just for you. Okay, so this one I mentioned already. Classic mistakes, waiting for too long, you're missing the opportunity. Coming back, timing the market. Don't wait when the market will drop or when the market will rise. The right moment will never be there. What investors do, they do with the average dollar strategy. So, okay, you have $1,000, split it into five months, and invest $200 each month. So you will cover this the wave. Yeah, investing blindly. You need to know the product where to invest. If you don't know anything about investment, like come back to this one, go with one that you understand the most. Go with that one, and then slowly research about others. So you need really to know and believe where you're investing. Don't do it blindly. Okay, social media, of course, don't do that. Diversification, as I said, don't put your eggs in one basket. Emergency fund, it's the really basic. And the other thing, the panic selling, well, of course you will learn a bit more, but don't go with the markets. Don't sell unless you really need to. Okay, you begin a checklist that you already have it here. That's a small thing for you, just like a small memo. That how you need to invest. First, of course, as I said, build your emergency fund. Then pay off your debts. This is the topic for the different, of course, lections.
We need it.
Yeah. But you need to close your debt with the most high calorie one, with the heaviest one. So, for example, mostly it's credit cards. because
Personal
it's the highest percentage. Not all debts are bad. Mortgage can be good, but some of them are really bad, like the credit card and so on. Yeah. Learn the basic, as I said. You need to invest where you know. Start small. Doesn't need to do. Don't wait till you collect 1,000 dirham. Don't wait till 10,000. Start with 100. All of this, except for Beehive, I think that needs like 1,500. But all of other platforms, they allow you to invest from 100 to 100 dirhams. So yeah, consistency. Consistency is a key. That small portion of the money investing every month, that's doing huge miracles. Okay, and then keep learning. That's it from my side. So the best time to start investing was yesterday, and the second best time is today.
Today.
Yeah.
Can you share this?
Very good.
Thank you, Nikita.
Thank you so much. You've opened our rooms. Now I don't
Yeah, maybe it's like
The
some.
only thing I know is national banks and the government. I think it's the same as ano sa Pilipinas, the pag-ibig funds, right?
Yeah,
That's
we
the only
have
thing I know.
Mm.
National bank trading.
It's good, yeah, but of course consider the inflation of the national currency.
Trading I probably share to my husband.
If you buy it
And
from this
Google
direct
national banks.
application and from this 212, the terms and rates, everything is gonna be the same, right?
Yes. So the products most probably will be the same, which are available. Maybe the only difference can be the commission for the trade. Most of the banks now they do it for free. That one is also doing it for free. So yeah, it can be there like super tiny difference. But the other thing, it's different topic. Consider how you will put money there, because from the bank it's easy, but the bank rate is sometimes not very plausible. And for example, to trade, you can refill with credit card, which is expensive, but you can do it with a bank transaction, which is cheaper. You always need to consider how to do it. Yeah.
Share the books. What's the best book
Book?
you've read about it?
Okay, so the best one, Olga will be pleased with that if I would say that. It's Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
That's really nice because it's open your mentality regarding the investment and regarding how the poor people do and the rich people do. I would say this. Then the millionaire expat. It's a bit complicated, but it's a bit technical, but it really helps you a lot. And that's it. I would say nothing else coming to my mind, but of course there are a lot. Regarding real estate, what I really like was the two books. One is the ABC Real Estate Trading by Robert Kiyosaki. It's the same author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. And another one, I will get back to you. I don't remember the name of the book. It was the author Khalid Masadi. It's about the real estate market in UAE. It was very popular here.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
When you invest money in the application and everything, they're connected with UAE. Let's say when you live in UAE, so you need to withdraw it, or there is like, do you know, like
banks, it depends on the bank policy. Because some of them they need to have the residence, but they will not give you money. But yeah, for the other platforms, even if they are in UAE, like Beehive or Stake or okay, 212 Trading, it's British. For example, Nemo AI, it's the same platform, which is local one from Abu Dhabi Global Market. They are okay if you're not resident of UAE, so you can leave and still invest there. And they're okay about the nationality and sanctions. So.
no, because even in Binance, it's always asking my KNY or
KYC.
so
Yeah,
KYC.
they care about sanctions, but for example, if you will move somewhere else, they will just ask you to update your residence.
Mhm.
They will somewhere you will reside for sure. So you will just attach that residence. So,
And, so money is not gonna disappear. Let's say.
no, money will
You-
not disappear.
You just need to, because like, maybe they're gonna say, okay, you don't have X anymore.
No, none of them. The other thing is your will. Like in case of your death, it's very tricky here, but in UAE, you need to
But then
think
you don't
about
have to worry.
that. Yeah, but then you need to worry about.
Yeah, it's not for you to worry.
Yeah, but it's that's other thing, of course, different topic, but it's very important thing to consider.
Okay, that's it.
Who learned something new today?
Thank you very much.
You still want.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening.
Shall we talk about our final strategy for next time?
Like what? New lottery?
By the way,
What we read.
yes, what we decided to use information, what we
Yeah, yeah, what-
Done, yeah.